Please welcome Salesforce Chair and CEO, Marc Benioff.
I'm Marc Benioff, the Chairman and CEO of Salesforce, and I am coming to you live, right here in San Francisco at Salesforce Park. You can see right here, Salesforce Tower is right behind me, and I'm so excited to be here today. I've been dreaming about having this Dreamforce for a long time, but it is not the Dreamforce that I wanted. It's not the Dreamforce that I wanted. It's not the Dreamforce that any of us really wanted. You want to know why? Because Dreamforce is all about you. Dreamforce is all about you and all of us getting together and having a great time, inspiring each other, motivating each other, rising each other up, doing great acts for others. A Dreamforce is an incredible moment every year when we all get together. But here we are. We are together. We're together digitally. We're coming together spiritually. We're coming together in new ways. And that's what this Dreamforce is all about. It's a Dreamforce we'll never forget. It's definitely a unique Dreamforce. And this is going to be one of the most exciting presentations we have ever done for Salesforce. So I want to welcome you. I want to welcome you to Dreamforce 2020. And we have a great day. First of all, let me thank James Corden. Wasn't he great? Wasn't James amazing? And I want to thank the Akakas also. Incredible what they were doing, all the way from Kilauea Volcano in Hawaii. Thank you, Danny and Anna, for always opening Dreamforce. And we have a lot of other special plans for you today. We have some great customer stories, some very special guests. And what would Dreamforce be without Metallica? So stay tuned for Metallica, because Lars and the entire band is here. Really exciting to have Lars here, our San Francisco band. And Lenny Kravitz also is here. What would Dreamforce be without Lenny Kravitz? So we have a great event for you. And that's today. That's right now. That's over the next hour. But Dreamforce is not just about the next hour. It's also about 2 weeks from now at Dreamforce TX, an incredible new conference that we have that's going to have 300 new sessions. That will be December 14th through 17th. That will be amazing. That's when all of us will get together, share best practices, present new ideas, inspire each other digitally, online. And one more thing. One more very important thing. We've created a new type of Dreamforce. We have componentized Dreamforce, and we have enabled our Salesforce sales executives to be able to present Dreamforce to you. To you. Isn't that cool? So we've already done, in anticipation of this, 4,000 Dreamforces. And we're going to do more than 100,000 Dreamforces. That's right. We've already done more than 4,000 Dreamforce 2020s. Isn't that cool? And we're going to do more than 100,000 Dreamforce 2020s. And our Salesforce executives have put together an incredible program that they can bring directly to you. Amazing. So just contact your Salesforce executive right now. And if you can't get a hold of them, just email me, co@salesforce.com, and I'll send them right to you. However you want to receive them, they are ready to go. That is going to be really cool. And believe me, in all the Dreamforce to use that I've already attended, I mean, there's been 4,000 of them already. They are incredible. They've got not just the product technology, not just the inspiration, the entertainment. It's highly customized for every customer. So please, let us bring Dreamforce to you. Now look, I'm here to inspire you. I'm here to educate you. I'm here to motivate you. But let me tell you one thing that I'm really here to do. I'm here to thank you. I am here to thank you, each and every one of you. I want to thank you for everything that you do for us every day. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for all the giving that you have done. Thank you for all the support you have given us. Thank you. And you know what? Thank you to our healthcare workers this year. I mean, they are beyond words what they have done for all of us. Thank you to our essential workers. Thank you to our scientists. Thank you for everyone who's trying to stop this pandemic. And thank you for everyone who has helped when there's people who have been sick. Thank you. We are deeply grateful at Salesforce. Our hand is over our heart. We want to say to each and every one of you, thank you. And to all of our Trailblazers, to everywhere, and everything you've done, and all the people who have supported me personally this year, thank you. Nothing is possible without you, our Trailblazers. it's our Trailblazers, our Ohana, our family. You know, this is like a family reunion. You all know that. Every year we come here to San Francisco, and well, it's incredible. Well, it's the first time I've done my keynote outside. Not the first time I've done it with Santa Claus. I've done that before. But it's amazing. And I'll tell you, Dreamforce inspires me, and I'll tell you why it inspires me. Because I so strongly believe that business is the greatest platform for change. Yes, business is the greatest platform for change. There's so many exciting things that Salesforce has done as I look around this great city, San Francisco, and across the bay to Oakland. You know, I think about our schools. We've given away more than $120 million to our local San Francisco and Oakland public schools. Incredible working with all of our teachers, our principals, our amazing superintendents here in the Bay Area. And we've given away hundreds of millions of dollars to our local public hospitals. And that has been more important than ever, especially this year. And we've even created policy now that gives hundreds of millions of dollars in new services to our homeless, which we badly need here in San Francisco and in so many of our cities in the United States. Look, we believe in stakeholder capitalism. What that means is, look, our shareholders have had a fantastic return. You know, since we went public in 2004, a 5,000% return. But our stakeholders have also had a fantastic return. 50,000 nonprofits and NGOs who run for free on our service. Hundreds of millions of dollars in grants. Amazing. All of the volunteerism that has happened. And I'll tell you one last one that's so important to me, and I'm going to hit on this again soon. We're a net zero company because the planet is a stakeholder. Well, imagine my surprise in March of this year when I got a call from just a few blocks away from here at UCSF. My friend Sam Hoggood, the chancellor of UCSF, called me. And you know what he said? He said, "Mark, we're running out of PPE." I said, "Sam, I don't know what PPE is." I said, "Mark, it's the personal protective equipment we need to protect our healthcare workers. And we need masks and gloves, and we need goggles, and we need all of these things." And I said, "I don't know what it is, but we're going to find it." And in fact, we did. We found 60 million pieces of PPE and distributed it not only to Sam, but to over 300 hospitals in need this year. And a lot of that help in distribution, in acquisition, and in the support during this pandemic, things we have really needed to provide, actually came in partnership from you, our Trailblazers. That's another opportunity for me to say, thank you. Thank you. Mahalo nui loa again. Thank you for everything that you do for us every day. And here's a quick video that we made about what we've been doing this year in partnership with you to support this PPE effort.
This is a mask, but this is more than a mask. This is UCSF Medical Center asking Salesforce for help. This is a team being assembled overnight.
So, anyone have any ideas?
These are not medical supply distribution specialists.
Yeah, look.
Oh. This is Salesforce asking Alibaba for help. This is not a man who speaks Mandarin. This is a woman who speaks Mandarin. And this is her ordering 500,000 surgical masks for delivery to UCSF. This is big. This is not big. This is nothing. This is a new goal.
Is that 9 zeros?
The only goal. This is a start. This is momentum. This is daunting.
Hey babe, what pan do you use for fajitas? Where is it?
This is not straightforward. This is a logistical nightmare. This is not a normal time to be working. This is a moment of doubt. This is Salesforce getting others involved. This is a movement. This is working. This is 60 million pieces of PPE delivered to frontline workers all over the world in a matter of weeks, even the island of Hawaii. This is Trailblazers stepping up. This is business as a platform for change. But this is also a mask, and you should wear one.
You want to know why I love Salesforce? I mean, there's so many reasons why I love Salesforce. But it's because we're doing well and doing good. And I love that video because it really shows this year what we were asked to do through all of you and what we did with all of you, and we couldn't have done it without you. Doing well and doing good is what is driving our culture forward, whether it's innovation or philanthropy, our culture. And now look at what you have created, our Trailblazers. Look at what you have created. A company next year that will do over $25.5 billion. Look at the growth that you have achieved. This company is all coming through you. We recognize that. I mean, we're going to do $21.1 billion this year, $25.5 billion next year. There's never been an enterprise software company that has grown so fast. And do you want to know why it is? It's because of you. It's because of what you have done. You've created this amazing #1 CRM. Look at our market share. How is this possible? People ask me all the time, how is it possible? And I say, you know what? Have you met our Trailblazers? Have you met our Trailblazers? They're incredible. And do you know what they're doing? They're not only creating these amazing numbers, but they're creating the Salesforce Economy. 4.2 million new jobs, a trillion in new business revenue worldwide. Salesforce is much bigger than just Salesforce. It's the whole Salesforce economy that's everywhere. You know that because that's who you are. And we recognize that in you. We understand that is you, and that we could not do our job and be our business success without you. In fact, we are trailblazers together. We're trailblazers together, and I'm inspired by so many of you all over the world. It's impossible for me to just call out one or another, you know, but look, Jonathan Fox, wow. In the UK, veteran, became Salesforce developer, now leads community groups and helping others. That's a key hallmark of a trailblazer. A trailblazer loves thy neighbor as thyself. A trailblazer is someone who is helping others, especially this year during this pandemic. Thank you, Jonathan Fox, and thank you to our millions of trailblazers for everything that you have done for others. That's so important to us. And we look at the thousands of groups all over the world who have gotten together to help each other at this time. Thank you. That is incredible. You know, together we've built this amazing company, doing well and doing good. Business is the greatest platform for change. Those are our mantras. We know that. But look at what else you've built. This amazing platform. You've guided us towards Customer 360. Thank you for that guidance. It's become the world's #1 CRM. These amazing market-leading apps, amazing in sales. And by the way, there's never been a more important time in sales. The number of B2B sales forces this year who are active and calling, mostly from home, calling at every level, have been the lifeblood of business in this country and around the world. And let me also tell you, in service, in marketing, in building commerce, digital commerce, did you see that we processed 31 million orders this weekend for holiday? Incredible. And that was up 60%, year over year. And in every other key area that we operate in with partnership with you, whether it is in integration or the platform, or wherever we go, this is the unique Customer 360 value proposition that you have created with us. It's your success and your community that we serve. We are here for you. And you've created the world's #1 CRM, the fastest time to value of any platform that has the scalability and flexibility to achieve this incredible result. Thank you. Thank you again. I get to say it one more time. And now we have one more surprise. We're making our platform even stronger. You may have seen the news already. It's pretty exciting. We've always had the vision of the social enterprise at Salesforce. That's been for more than a decade. We've had Dreamforce is entirely dedicated to the vision of what a collaborative interface, a high productive interface with applications and an ecosystem would look like, wrapped on top of our Customer 360. We thought about it for years. And right there, actually the building right next door to Salesforce Park, guess what? There's an amazing company right there that has been executing the vision of the social enterprise, a vision of a truly collaborative product, a social product. It's incredible. And I want to tell you that now we have brought Slack into the Customer 360 so it can provide a comprehensive interface to all of our services. It's amazing. It's an amazing vision. Now look it. It's not my vision. I want to introduce you to a couple of people who have had this vision, and they're going to explain it to you. So first of all, let me introduce you to an incredible entrepreneur, an incredible CEO, the founder of Slack, Stuart Butterfield. Stuart, come on out here.
All right.
Welcome.
Hey, thank you.
Great to see you. I wish I could give you a hug, but we're staying 6 feet apart.
We got 10 feet. Easy. That's good, because then you can't see how much shorter I am.
Congratulations, Stuart. You know, we're so excited, and we couldn't be more thrilled to have Slack part of Salesforce. So can you just tell us, you and Brett Taylor, our COO, have kind of come up with this magical vision of the future. I mean, it's inspired me, it's inspired so many other people. Can you tell us, what do you see going forward?
Sure, that's the perfect setup. We see this spectrum, and I think everyone listening to this, you think about what's happening inside your companies. At one end of the spectrum, you have these systems, automated processes, machines talking to machines. A customer makes an order, and your inventory is updated. Someone submits a ticket, and that goes into the queue for response. One step up from that, you have these applications. Wonderful applications like Slack, Sales Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Service Cloud, this whole layer that you interact with. And above that, there's the conversations, the social part, the messy decision-making, the arguments, but that's where the action happens. And you, Salesforce, have, you guys invented the cloud, and you've done an incredible job, I think, over the last 20 years of pulling all of these pieces together, making those applications and those systems of records incredibly tight. And Slack, I think, has done a great job in taking that conversational level, the context, the decision-making, and bringing it to the applications. You put those all together, and you really have the opportunity for end-to-end digital transformation. And that's what's really exciting.
Well, I'll tell you, Stuart, I have to be honest. I've been at home all year, and this is my first time I've basically been out of my home. And let me tell you what's on my desktop. I got Salesforce, my Sales Cloud, my Service Cloud. I've got Tableau Analytics. I'm using Zoom to do my video conferencing and my meetings with my customers and employees all over the world. And I have Slack. All three of these interacting and engaging with each other. Is that your vision of how the future looks? Are we going to be selling, servicing, marketing? Are we going to be working from anywhere?
Absolutely, working from everywhere. And I feel like this moment is one that we will remember a couple decades from now. I think this is like the IBM AS370, and this is like VisiCalc hitting the Apple II, and it's like Windows 95 launch. It's like the invention of the cloud. It's like the invention of these things. Because I think this is a pivotal moment and the opportunity to really transform the way that we work so that we're not as reliant on the physical office, that we can have a digital HQ.
Well, we couldn't be more excited to have Slack as part of Salesforce, and I know your tremendous vision of how that all integrates together. And also, let's introduce Brett Taylor, who's really been your partner in creating this. So, Brett, come on out, and congratulations as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart. It's so exciting to see you. So exciting to welcome you to the Salesforce family. Mark, is this crazy? We're outside in a winter wonderland in Salesforce Park. Is this how you pictured Dreamforce?
Happy holidays, Brett.
Happy holidays to you too, Mark. This is a crazy year. You know what's so cool about that conversation with Stuart? There could not be a more relevant tool this year. I mean, everyone from interacting with each other to interacting with your partners to your customers, everything is going through tools like Slack. Everything's gone digital overnight. I mean, I could not think of a more relevant way to make Customer 360 successful for our customers.
Well, you created an amazing new product this year, Work.com, that helped us really go after, contact tracing and vaccine management. I'm sure you're going to talk about that. It's amazing. Then you came up with a whole new product, Salesforce Anywhere, so that we could sell, service, market, do all of our work from anywhere. And then all of a sudden you came to me with Stuart and you said, now look at what this looks like when you add Slack, and it's amazing. So just give us a moment. Where are we going into the future?
Well, Mark, I think we are in an all digital work anywhere world. And, at Dreamforce, people come to Dreamforce because they want to know what does the future hold, and how can we help shape it? Mark, I think we're living the future right now. Where doctors' offices have moved to telemedicine. I just did a curbside flu shot the other day. I think doing business over Zoom, our employees being distributed all around the world, consumer goods companies going direct to consumer via custom apps. We're not going back. The stuff we saw in Cyber Week last week, that's an indicator of the future. And I think that when I look at what does it mean to grow in this new normal, it's Slack plus the Customer 360.
Well, I have to be honest with you, Brad. I'm excited that Metallica is here and also that Lenny Kravitz is here. But I'm very excited about your presentation you're about to give on the future technology. So take it away.
I will, Mark. Thank you, Mark.
Happy
I'm so
holidays.
Excited. So, that was a great introduction to talking about our technology platform. This year is all about change. We have gone digital overnight. And we've been using this phrase with our customers called the digital imperative, because let's be honest, it's 2020. If you don't have a digital business, you don't have a business. And we're gonna have 3 incredible stories of people who have overcome adversity and remarkably found success this year of all years, with so much personal and professional adversity. And there's one common theme in all 3 of these stories, and that's that these leaders, these trailblazers, are using this year as an opportunity to overcome that adversity and accelerate that move into digital, to really transform customer experience and recognize that next year is going to continue to accelerate this move towards the digital consumer and the digital customer. Now, as the resident technology geek at Salesforce, I talk to a lot of CIOs, and I know this is really, really hard in practice. Data silos, legacy systems that feel like an anchor that are preventing you from moving forward and getting to where you want to go. And this is why we created the Salesforce Customer 360. Salesforce Customer 360 is the answer. It's how you can go digital fast. It's how you can create a single source of truth for your customers across sales, customer service, e-commerce, marketing, a single source of truth for your data that you can see and understand with Tableau. And with MuleSoft, connect all those legacy systems so they become an asset rather than a liability. Now, Mark, I'm not even sure if you know that I'm announcing this right now, but we have been working for the past 2 years on probably the most significant technological shift in this platform since Mark and Parker created it over 21 years ago. And we call this new capability Hyperforce. Hyperforce, really simply put, we've been working to enable us to deliver Salesforce on public cloud infrastructure all around the world. There's a ton of really cool technical details I'd love to get right now, but I want to focus on how it's going to help you, our developers, our admins, and our customers. First, we've had to completely re-architect Salesforce to work in this way. As a consequence, it's horizontally scalable. That means that if you have a B2B company with 10,000 customers, or you're a B2C customer with 100 million or more consumers, you can now use Salesforce as your single source of truth for all of that data and really power all of those experiences that you just heard us talking about in Cyber Week. And because we're Salesforce, we built trust right into the platform. Security, compliance, privacy. Whether you're a small business or you're a multinational in a heavily regulated industry like financial services or the public sector, with Hyperforce, you can make Salesforce your engine for growth. And thanks to our incredible partnerships with all of the amazing public cloud companies around the world, we are going to deliver this in every region where you do business. This is already live. It's live in India, it's live in Germany, and we're rolling out in 10 countries next year. If you have data residency needs, Hyperforce is your key to bringing Salesforce where your customers are. Now, for you developers out there, this is the most remarkable thing. It is 100% backwards compatible. Your apps will work with no changes. You can benefit from all of this automatically. Now, you're going to see these amazing customer stories, and they are all enabled by this amazing new platform. It all starts with this single source of truth. This is the foundation of our platform. We are launching a new B2C scale data warehouse that is going to enable every single marketer around the world create segments and truly create a single source of truth for marketers. And on top of that single source of truth, we have Einstein. This is our incredible point-and-click and AI. This is now powering over 80 billion predictions per day. You probably experienced it last week if you did any e-commerce. It's personalizing web pages. It's helping salespeople prioritize their leads. This is the power of the Customer 360. And on top of Einstein, we enable you to create these incredible experiences to really meet your customers where they are. Whether it's in a custom app, a website, a channel on Slack Connect, or you're creating a chatbot. You're going to hear so many amazing stories of what our customers are doing with this platform. And honestly, Mark, the thing I'm so excited about is how much more powerful it is now with Hyperforce. Over 2.5 million terabytes of data strong, helping all of you be successful. And with that, Mark, I'm going to pass it back to you to tell us a little bit more about these customer stories.
Brett, amazing. Hyperforce, what a surprise. I can't believe it. Great job. I'm so excited. You know, we're in an amazing new world. We're in an all digital world. And as you just saw, This isn't the Dreamforce we wanted. The Dreamforce we want is with all of you here and with us in San Francisco. You know, we want to be celebrating and uniting and coming together and inspiring each other and giving back. But we're doing it today digitally. And this is our new world. We're doing everything from anywhere. And that's why this Slack opportunity is so important, because when we combine our Customer 360 platform and Hyperforce and everything that Brett just announced, wow, with Slack, takes everything to another level. Gives us the ability to operate our companies from anywhere. Now I'm going to tell you 3 stories. I'm going to tell you 3 amazing stories that happened this year. And these 3 amazing stories are all happening live right here in San Francisco. Are you ready for that? And chapter 1 is really, we call intelligence. It's amazing, but it's a bigger, more exciting, more powerful story than that. Let me tell you, this is all about the state of Rhode Island. This is all about Gina Raimondo, the governor of Rhode Island. She's an amazing leader. She contacted me earlier this year. She said she's fighting the pandemic. How can Salesforce help the state of Rhode Island battle the pandemic? We have received that phone call from so many governors, so many mayors, so many presidents, so many CEOs from all over the world. We couldn't believe it. And that's why we built so many new products, whether it was contact tracing or vaccine management or whatever we could do to help others, we are going to do it. And now what I'd like to do is I'd like to actually give you an insight into what we've been doing this year. So when you read about some of these stories, now you're going to see some of the faces behind the people who've been doing God's work. Let's take a look at the state of Rhode Island.
If you had told me in February that we'd be having this discussion in November, I would not have believed it.
We didn't know how it would evolve. We didn't know how the curve would go.
23-hour days, sleeping in an apartment.
Am I going to be able to get enough ventilators? Am I going to be able to open up new hospitals?
Education, transportation, the National Guard.
Our systems weren't going to be able to handle that.
This was people's life. This was businesses.
We had to shut down the whole economy, as did every state.
What the governors are in a position of doing is trying to strike that balance between allowing folks to get back to work and school, because they need a job and commerce has to happen, but keep them safe. Enter Salesforce.
You're not looking at raising revenue or improving profitability. This is the business of saving lives. You need excellent partners because there is no room for error. You have to get it right the first time.
Being able to have partners at the table that are eager to roll up their sleeves and see how can we make this work together, and knowing how to pick the right people.
Our partnership with Salesforce has been a game changer. I made a random phone call to the chief executive of your company. He didn't say, how much can you pay? You know, what kind of resources do you need? Who are you, Governor? It was, we're in. We want to save lives. We'll be there Monday.
We have to be able to collect from various laboratories in real time. All of that takes the innovation, the brilliance, the commitment.
There's 100% certainty the partnership with Salesforce has saved lives because it's allowed us to move fast. Every minute matters with this disease.
As the virus moves, the solution also needs to keep up with that. We started with test scheduling, but we had to do case investigation, we had to do contact tracing, and we wanted to make sure that we did it in a safe and secure way.
You want to have checks and balances because you're not just making a decision for one individual, you're making decisions for an entire population.
So it was very important for us to have a single source of truth. And that is why Salesforce and the Customer 360 platform was so important for us, we can actually respond, not just react.
Companies like Salesforce in particular have stepped up over and over again. So, to help us get through the actual pandemic and do contact tracing, but not only that, but like, let's get together and put Rhode Islanders to work.
Our ability to have that kind of partnership and join in and combining technology with public health and what's going on the front lines so that we can make a difference together.
It's on us, and when I say us, I mean the private sector and the public sector. I mean Salesforce and government, to say, what are we going to do about this to get people back to work, rebuild America, and restore our democracy?
What an amazing story that is. It's an inspiring story, and it's a story I never thought I would hear, or know, or participate in. And yet here we are, live in Salesforce Park in San Francisco at Dreamforce, and I'm all by myself. But I do have my good friend online here with me, my new friend, someone I didn't know a year ago, but I know her now. She's an amazing leader of our country, of the world. She's an amazing leader of the state of Rhode Island, and she's a tremendous visionary, and I'm so glad to introduce you to Governor Raimondo. Governor Raimondo, thank you so much for joining us today.
It is my pleasure, Mark. It's a thrill to be here, and I love seeing you and feeding off of your energy.
Governor Raimondo, you called us and you said, look, the state of Rhode Island has a tremendous pandemic. You need to implement contact tracing. You need to put people back to work. You need to distribute vaccines. And how could Salesforce help? And you know what? We have been so delighted to be your partner in doing all of these things. Maybe you could give everyone in the world a vision of how do we fight this pandemic? Where are we going next? And what have you learned over the last year?
Thank you so much. We're still learning every day. By far, we are not through the woods. But the few things we know is that you have to
and create an opportunity for you, our Trailblazers, for the future. And now I'm going to give you that vision, and an incredible vision led by one of our most amazing executives, our Executive Vice President and General Manager of Platform, Trailhead, and App Exchange. We all know.
Accelerated the digital imperative for both the public and the private sector, creating connected, intelligent experiences for everyone, residents, customers, and employees, is of the utmost importance. That's why we launched Work.com and Salesforce Anywhere back in March. They are products that prioritize employee health, safety, trust. And we continue to innovate. We're laser focused on intelligence, integration, and automation. And today, I am excited to introduce to you Einstein Automate with the expert himself. Automate anything with AI-infused bots and flows. Integrate everything from systems to experiences. And transform any industry with packaged libraries. With Einstein Automate, every organization in every industry around the world can go with the flow of change. And today, we have a new industry solution for the public sector. Let's take a look at these intelligent innovations that are helping governments go digital fast and helping local businesses get back to growth. Let's head inside. I want you to meet Ozzy. He's a local business owner looking to reopen his small business for outdoor dining so he can get back on track. To do this, he needs permits, approvals, possibly construction. He starts by visiting his city's website to apply for a parklet permit. This is no longer a paper process with a long wait line. With Einstein Automate, the process is digital, secure, and fast. He's guided through this intelligent experience thanks to the new public sector industries solution. Einstein Automate integrates data from other systems, personalizing the experience. And in just a few clicks, he's done. Now, after submitting the permit application, a lot goes on behind the scenes. And here, a permit officer is in his home office, working the application record that was automatically and securely created in Salesforce. Einstein Automate has the new MuleSoft Composer to integrate data from multiple systems with clicks, not code. Here are city zoning records from a homegrown system, fire department connections from an on-premise system, and municipal transport maps from an external system. And Einstein Automate has the new Flow Orchestrator to drive a complex series of processes, from space planning to safety checks, even invoking our new Salesforce functions to generate PDFs and use our platform services to send them via email. Now pay attention, as Einstein Automate is also anywhere you work. That could be in Teams, or Google Chat, or of course, in Slack. Wherever you are working, you are one slash command away from the power of Einstein Automate. And here in Slack, it's easy for the permit officer to confirm information, add notes, collaborate, and notify the construction officer of their next step in the process. Einstein Automate has orchestrated everything in the background, bringing automation, integration, and intelligence to the employee experience. Okay, let's fast forward. Ozzy's permit is approved, and Einstein Automate is smart. The flow guides him through the final steps to confirm dates and suggested next steps. This chatbot is using intelligence to have a conversation directly with Ozzy. Okay, he's ready to print his permit, emailed to him as a PDF. All right, now that Ozzy's got his permit, he can safely open his business for outdoor dining. And that's the power of Einstein Automate, making every experience intelligent with complete end-to-end automation from the front to the back office. Let's recap the innovation we just saw. New industry solution for the public sector with OmniScript. New MuleSoft Composer to integrate every data source. New Flow Orchestrator to orchestrate any workflows, all without having to code. To get your hands on all this innovation, check out the URL you see here. And an important reminder to support your local businesses, because together, we will succeed. Now, back to you.
Wow, Sarah, that was amazing and beyond my possible expectation. Incredible what the vision is that you have for the platform. And when you look at everything that you've done and augment that with the vision of Slack, it's beyond our wildest dreams. That idea of intelligence, that idea of the next generation of Salesforce's platform, that is going to enable every Trailblazer to create the future. Now we're going to tell you another story. Another amazing story. Well, we like to call it the single source of truth, but this is about capabilities like intelligence and automation, but you can't get there without the single source of truth. We know that. So before the pandemic hit, I was actually in the United Kingdom. And I was in the United Kingdom hearing an amazing story about a topic that's very important to me, and that topic is sustainability. I mean, all of us know that Salesforce is built on core values: trust, customer success, innovation, equality, but we also know sustainability is a core part of who Salesforce is. It's why we're a net zero company. It's why we've created the Friends of Ocean Action to get out and get all the plastic out of the ocean, because who wants a plastic ocean by 2050? I mean, the World Economic Forum says we're going to have a plastic ocean by then. Forget it. We all know that. And that's also why we created 1T.org, 1 trillion trees, so we could sequester 280 gigatons of carbon out of the atmosphere. Well, sustainability is very important, and we heard a very compelling new vision for sustainability in the United Kingdom from an amazing customer, Bentley Motors. Let's take a look.
2019 was a phenomenal year for Bentley. To achieve 100 years is something that we were enormously proud of.
Truly an amazing year of celebration. We'd built a huge order bank and we were set for a record 2020. Absolute historic highs in revenue and profits in our 101st year. And then COVID hit. Late March, everything stopped. It looked like we're out of business. I guess for 7 weeks we were. We recognized that to get through this crisis, we had to rapidly evolve our digital capability. And then instantly we realized that it wasn't just to get through the crisis.
Following a pandemic that accelerated so much change, we need the right skills, we need the right people, a team as diverse as possible to solve problems we have never encountered.
We need to think existentially about how do we compete and win in this new digital environment. And the answer, it's all about customers for me.
The needs of our customers have been evolving through time. At no point have they been changing more rapidly than they are now. More than ever, we need to know them more closely. That means we need to deliver a paradigm shift in every single aspect of our business. But to do that, of course, in a way that is totally authentic and credible. We have an immensely strong brand, and we've got an enormous opportunity out there.
When we're talking about the digital evolution of our customer journeys and that vision we have for a sustainable luxury mobility company of the future, there is only one partner for us, and that is with Salesforce. With Customer 360, we can create a single source of truth that allows us to create extraordinary experiences for our customers. And that's what we need moving forward, to create something new regarding products, services, and the way we resonate with a complete new customer group, because that's the foundation of our future growth.
We talk about inspiring our customers through that magical combination of craftsmanship, innovation, pushing the boundaries, and most importantly in this day and age, sustainability.
Bentley has always been a very sustainable product because a Bentley is forever.
Consider that for 101 years we've built cars and more than 80% of them are still on the road. That already is the most sustainable story.
Our vision is to go beyond zero, to become climate positive as a company.
Within 10 to 15 years, we won't have any engines. We will systematically replace them with new propulsion systems. And it doesn't scare me, it inspires me. So you could say that with a long and rich history, we could be getting a bit tired and old-fashioned. But I have to say right now, today, this brand has never felt younger.
Adrian Hallmark is really a trailblazer, and his entire staff. It was one of the most inspiring visits to a customer I've seen, and inspires me on the future of sustainability. You know, I was born here in San Francisco. Born here and raised here in San Francisco. I went to public schools here. That's why I'm so committed to our public schools here in San Francisco. Let me tell you something. When I look at a video like that, when I look at a customer like that, it inspires me for the future. I say, yeah, Salesforce is a net zero company. There's so many more things we can do to not only become more sustainable ourselves, but inspire more sustainability. Well, I want to introduce you to somebody else who's so inspiring to me. And that, of course, is our beloved Leah. So, Leah, will you just give us the entire vision of Bentley Motors and tell us where are we going in this incredible new world?
Thanks, Mark. Bentley Motors has traditionally been a B2B company relying on 230 partners to sell their cars. When the pandemic hit, they had to evolve overnight to serve a wider digital audience, marketing and selling directly to consumers. This isn't easy work. Bentley is bringing the showroom experience to every prospect digitally, turning foot traffic into web traffic overnight, from B2B to B2C scale. And since Bentley just announced their entire fleet will be electric by 2030, they now have a whole new market of eco-conscious consumers and can deliver personalized marketing journeys to them. This is Maria. She's a young professional, loves spending time outdoors, and eco-conscious, working from home and doing everything online these days. Bentley Motors wants to continue to foster and grow this relationship with Maria, as well as with all their unknown prospects and customers. That's where single source of truth comes in. Bentley can now ingest and unify all their data into a single source of truth to give a unified profile for each customer shared across the entire business. In this world we're living in of remote shopping, remote working, remote learning, remote everything, privacy and trust are more important than ever. Customer 360 Privacy Center ensures Bentley Motors can collect and respect their customers' privacy preferences and remain compliant. The marketer can also see all the segments Maria is a member of, like Sustainable Consumer. Bentley can easily build audience segments to target prospects and customers with personalized messages across any channel. You can see all your connected sources in one place: sales, service, marketing, commerce, and third-party data. The marketer can further refine this and add an attribute to target only prospects with a high click-through propensity. These attribute definitions ensure these individuals are ready to start their journey with Bentley. This segment looks great to publish. Single source of truth is powered by Hyperforce, so this segment can be activated across their entire business. Let's see it in action. For marketing, a sustainable consumer like Maria sees relevant, personalized ads that speak to her green lifestyle. For sales, when Maria's ready for a test drive, the dealer already knows she's interested in buying based on her interactions with Bentley's sustainability marketing efforts. For service, a Bentley Motors advisor can see all the information needed to best assist Maria and can further share Bentley's commitment to the environment. And for commerce, Bentley builds loyalty with highly personalized experiences. So when Maria is shopping for add-ons for her car, she sees sustainable shipping recommended and a discount applied. With Salesforce Order Management, Bentley Motors has a single source of truth across inventory and fulfillment channels and can create routing flows to optimize for shipping time, cost, and even to reduce emissions. This is the power of connected data. Single source of truth drives these personalized, relevant experiences across every channel. And it's not just data-rich experiences for customers, it's also for employees. Let's take a look. Bentley Motors can bring all their segments and data together in a complete picture of the entire business with Tableau, the world's leading analytics platform. They can see the key sustainability measures across sales, service, marketing, and commerce. And soon, thanks to new features like Einstein Discovery and Tableau, Bentley Motors can get the predictions they need to go from insight to action. And when they click into one of the top performing segments identified by Single Source of Truth, they get a new prediction on the fly. With Einstein Discovery integrated across all of Tableau, not only can Bentley Motors see what happened with their data, they can see into the future with predictions and make smarter decisions faster. Okay, that was a lot of goodness. Let's recap. With Customer 360 Truth and its newest products, they can unify all their data for a single source of truth for every customer. With Salesforce Order Management, they can manage inventory and fulfillment across all channels. And with Einstein Discovery and Tableau, they can see into the future with predictions and make smarter decisions faster. Now that is how you use data to put your customer at the center of everything you do. And because sustainability is a shared value, we're super excited to announce a new challenge. Salesforce, in support of 1T.org, will plant a tree for every person that completes our new trail mix, up to 100,000 trees. The more you know, the more trees will grow. Back to you, Mark.
We're coming to you live from Salesforce Park in San Francisco with Dreamforce 2020. and we're so excited to be here. You know, this is part of our total Dreamforce program, which includes this keynote, as well as the Dreamforce conference coming up in 2 weeks, where you'll have over 300 sessions to collaborate on that amazing Customer 360 platform you just saw, as well as our Dreamforce to You, the highly customized version of Dreamforce that is being put together by all of our customer executives all over the world. Well, right now, I want to have my own Dreamforce to You with one of my good friends all the way to Crewe, England, Adrian Hallmark. Adrian is the CEO of Bentley Motors. He is a trailblazer. And Adrian, welcome to Dreamforce.
Aloha, Mark.
Adrian, maybe you could give us your vision. You know, you've been such an inspiring leader, especially in sustainability, and especially with customer interaction. Tell us, what does the future look like for you and your company?
Yeah, I think the Beyond 100 strategy that we've spoken about in the last few weeks really cements our vision for the future of Bentley. We're a proud 100-year-old company, but we're now set off on this course over the next 5 years, where by 2025, we will only offer electrified powertrains. That means plug-in hybrid with great range or battery electric vehicle fully. And then by 2030, we will only offer full battery electric vehicles. And for a company that's 100 years old in the car business, that's like Rolex saying they're going to quartz and not making mechanical movements anymore. We also are going to go carbon neutral for the whole car and all of our operations by 2030, and we can see a way to get there. And so this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to really transform the direction of this company and set it up for the next decades and century.
Well, Adrian, you've been so inspiring to me, and my ideas of having a net zero company and inspiring our customers to become net zero, well, I'm excited to see Bentley move in that direction as well. And, just one last thing, Adrian, I want to just ask you, tell us, what is 2021 going to look like for Bentley?
Well, hopefully a lot better than 2020. We were set up last year for a record performance. Obviously, COVID hit. This year, we actually start the year right now with a bigger order bank for new car customers than we had at the beginning of last year, or 2020. So we really are set up for what should be a fantastic 2021. And we're going to make full use of the new Salesforce 360 capability that we've developed together with your team, which is really inspiring in itself.
Well, thank you, Adrian, for being a great trailblazer. Thank you for pointing the way forward. We're so delighted to have you at Dreamforce 2020.
Great.
We're in an amazing new world right now. We're in an amazing new world. We can all see that. We all know that we're in an amazing new world. This is beyond any of us or our imagination. I never thought I'd be coming to you from Salesforce Park with my Dreamforce 2020 keynote. Now we've gone from here and our story about UCSF to Rhode Island. We went from Rhode Island to Crewe, England. And now we're going to go from Crewe, England to Dallas, Texas. We're going to go down to Dallas, Texas, and we're going to see an amazing story, a story about experience and how to create a single source of truth, a customer 360, how to transform a business that we've all known or maybe even been customers of. Now, this is an amazing story. You're going to love it. Let's take a look at this amazing film, AT&T.
AT&T is a brand that's been known for quite some time, and we've made it a commitment to keep our customer front and center at everything that we do.
13 years ago, I was a retail sales consultant. I was the one walking to the door. Hello, welcome to AT&T. That was me.
It's all about the customer and connecting the journeys that they have across multiple channels.
Where do we apply our focus to make our company best in class, maybe even world class?
What we're driving is really about business transformation.
With that comes great responsibility to uphold the promise and the power of the AT&T brand.
We're always looking for ways to innovate.
It's in that moment that any company has to go digital.
Customers have very complicated relationships with us.
Oftentimes painful in the experience.
The challenge is we've got to go back and cover 15, 20 years worth of technical evolution.
I think my team worked in about 20 different applications.
I got to go to 50 screens trying to find this and that.
Swivel chairing.
Took down the customer information on a sticky note.
Searching.
Our front line wants to be one company.
How many times do I have to repeat myself? You all are AT&T. Isn't AT&T one company?
How do we turn our frontline teams into superheroes? How do we make them the smartest people? How can we take a tool like Customer 360, get that laddered into the organization quickly, and really try to accelerate some change in this company?
The telecom industry is fiercely competitive. You have to be able to change things rapidly. Everything moves at the speed of light.
This pandemic has shown us what the art of possible is when you move faster and you do things differently.
Now we can just hit an app and it's open and we in.
When any customer comes to interact with us, that frontline agent will know everything about the customer.
That's a capability we haven't had.
It gives them a way to have a relationship with the customer.
Getting a single source of truth, getting this 360 platform deployed was a huge milestone.
From a speed and agility perspective, that is a game changer.
We know customers want simple, seamless, ultra-fast engagements from us.
This is it. This is the opportunity to really be successful for our customers going forward.
I have a vision that this tool in the hands of our frontline will be a difference maker and a vital component to the growth platform of AT&T.
What a story. Amazing. And I have had so many good times down in Dallas working with AT&T and helping them to architect their single source of truth and their Customer 360. It's amazing. It's really a story about how a 140-year-old brand can reinvent itself. You know, with school and work now from home, AT&T's 5G and fiber broadband, you know, it's powering our lives. We all know that. You know, we're all living on our phones. Well, let's learn about how they did it. And we have an amazing executive now to talk about our AT&T 360. Please welcome, live from San Francisco, Denise Dresser. Denise?
Thanks, Mark. Jeff and the team at AT&T have a vision to deliver a world-class customer experience that's simple, seamless, and fast. The first step on their journey was to enable their teams to show up as one company to their customers. This is the single source of truth in action. AT&T is creating this for their retail sales consultants so that they have a complete view of every customer. And here, Einstein will leverage this customer's history with AT&T to surface insights, for example, the best product to recommend. And in this case, Einstein nails it. Sandy walks away happy with his new 5G device.
5G is quickly becoming all the rage.
In order to keep up with demand, service teams need to accurately forecast their service demands to ensure they have skilled coverage across all channels, which is exactly why we built Workforce Engagement, available summer 2021. This dynamic graph is predicting a future spike in service demand, pulling in historical data across all support channels and third-party systems, so companies like AT&T can create the right staffing plan. Not only do companies need to ensure they have enough agents staff, but that they have the agents with the right skill sets required to meet the customer's needs. Let's check in with a service agent working from home. Directly in the console, this agent receives a real-time prompt from My Trailhead, helping him resolve the case that's just come in from Sandy. My Trailhead is the learning platform that helps companies create custom modules to upskill their workforce. This agent has the same complete profile as the retail sales consultant, including all previous interactions and purchases, ensuring a seamless experience across all touch points. This is the power of having a single source of truth. Sandy loves his phone, and it turns out he's looking for a faster home internet connection because, like many of us, he's working from home. So he inquires via text about their new fiber offering. Einstein is able to guide the service agent with the next best action to take and suggests a knowledge article to share with Sandy. Having this information surfaced in real time for the agent ensures not only can he get it right the first time, he can stay focused on the customer. He will be able to quickly schedule a field service technician to install a new fiber router at Sandy's home so he can get those video conferences up and running fast. The technician will be able to use the Salesforce Field Service mobile app to optimize her schedule, assist with work orders, and guide her with the best steps to complete the job. While on the job, the technician uncovers a new opportunity. Sandy owns his own business and is interested in learning more about AT&T's business plans. The technician creates a lead within her app for a sales rep to follow up. AT&T provides essential services to both consumers and businesses, helping us stay connected while we're all working remotely. But as we know, that means we're adapting to doing things in a new way. This is why we built Salesforce Meetings and Einstein Call Coaching for Video, available spring 2021. Kitchens are the new meeting rooms. And here we are with a sales rep who's working from home. With Salesforce Meetings, reps see relevant customer data on a single screen, like the bios of every attendee, relevant records, previous interactions that will all help best guide that conversation. And this video call is engaging for everyone. The attendees, the presentation, and the collaborative meeting notes are all on one screen. And get this. Einstein identifies what the rep committed to during the meeting and automatically schedules follow-up tests so that nothing falls through the cracks. And while I cannot be in every virtual meeting with my team, Einstein can. Einstein Call Coaching for Video uses AI to identify trends and key moments during the meeting. These are best practices that should be replicated across the team, turning every performer into a top performer. Now, to recap everything we just saw, retail sales consultants will be able to create personalized in-store experiences because of their intelligent single source of truth. Service agents will be able to anticipate and meet service demands with workforce engagement and on-the-job training. Field technicians will be able to optimize their work orders with Salesforce Field Service. And with Salesforce Meetings and Einstein Call Coaching for Video, sales reps will have the tools they need to drive engaging conversations while working remotely. And most importantly, customer experiences are now simple, seamless, and fast. If you want to learn more, check out the link on your screen now. Take it away, Mark.
Denise, great job and amazing. What a presentation and a demonstration of Customer 360 and the single source of truth. I mean, when we look at those demos, whether it was from UCSF or whether when we went all the way to Rhode Island or to Crewe, England, and now to Dallas, amazing. Well, let's hear it directly from Jeff McElfresh, our good friend, the CEO of AT&T Wireless. Jeff, congratulations on everything you're doing this year with AT&T.
Hey, Mark, it's great to see you and welcome you back to Dallas.
Jeff, I wish I was with you in Dallas, but I'm here live at Salesforce Park. And Jeff, look, you've been doing so much this year. I mean, since we signed that agreement with AT&T in February, I think you're already live with tens of thousands of users, and you've already created a whole new vision for the future. Can you give us an update? Where are we going?
Well, Mark, I got to be honest with you. When we set off on this mission about a year ago, we recognized a few observations. One, as an industry, boy, we could sure do a better job of making our customers feel understood and valued. And it's a very competitive marketplace. And as you alluded to at the beginning, we've got a lot of different products and services, and we serve over 170 million customers. And so our front line, our service professionals, our distribution channels, our sales leaders, you know, they were sitting out there on the front line struggling to have a single source of truth, to really be superheroes and excel in their ability to serve our customers. And that is what got us so excited when we worked with you, with your team, and the devotion and dedication of the Salesforce staff to really transform what we could do at AT&T and really become an industry leader in the experience that we offer our customers. And I got to tell you, Mark, we moved fast. We moved very fast. And in hindsight, we were probably more lucky than good, quite fortunate given what's occurred here with the pandemic. Just to imagine the ability to have a tool that enables not only our customers, but also our employees to seamlessly work across a multitude of channels and a multitude of products in an effortless way that really establishes a unique value proposition in the industry is what we now have as a result of deploying this single source of truth and the Customer 360 platform. And my friend, to be honest with you, I'm so excited about the progress that we've made. I think this is just the beginning of what's possible.
Well, Jeff, I couldn't be any more excited. The only thing that would make me happier is if I was there with you and going out for some of that great Dallas food and talk about how we're going to take this to a whole nother level. Before I let you go, tell me, what's your prospects for 2021?
Well, with the momentum that we've enjoyed here in 2020 and the criticality of broadband services for all of our customers across this nation, we feel very strong and very optimistic about a nice 2021. And it's in no small part, Mark, in the capabilities of the tools that we've deployed through your strategic relationship that are going to put us in a really good position next year to serve and delight our customers. And so I'm looking forward to welcoming you back to Dallas where we can celebrate some success together, my friend, and good luck with the conference.
Jeff, thank you so much, and happy holidays from San Francisco. We're so pleased to be partners with you. You know, we've heard some amazing stories today. We've heard some amazing stories, and it's really part of Dreamforce. This is the Dreamforce Keynote. It's live from San Francisco, right here in Salesforce Park. And then we're going to have our incredible Dreamforce TX conference coming up December 14th to 17th. We're going to have hundreds of sessions where you, our Trailblazers, are going to come together to show us how you're using the Customer 360 platform. That will be amazing. But number one, call your Salesforce executive. Tell them you want the special Dreamforce to you. We've put together amazing content, entertainment, all kinds of programs, and we're going to build a highly customized program for your company. We've already delivered over 4,000 of these Dreamforce to You programs in anticipation of this, and our goal is to deliver more than 100,000. This is just the beginning of Dreamforce. But Dreamforce would never be Dreamforce without one important thing. That is our great music and bands that have supported us over the decades. And of course, we have a great band right here in San Francisco, and we have them with us today. So let's see, all the way to Metallica. Metallica, can you bring us home?